2021 Ames Conference Spelling Bee is now beginning, and we're going to introduce our judges. So when I call your name, if you would just kind of raise your hand, wave at everyone so that everyone will know who you are. We have Evangelist Valeria Fudge. So wave your hand at us, Lady Fudge. She's one of our judges. We also have Evangelist Janine Shanklin. Thank you all for being here this morning. As far as our coaches this morning, we have District Missionary Catherine Ray from the Gordon Church of God in Christ, where Superintendent Moses Ray is the pastor. And we want to thank her for being here. And also Sister Angelette Aqua being one of the youth coaches. For St. John Church of God in Christ, we have, Sister Williams, Izana Williams, as our coach standing in today. The pastor of the St. John Church of God in Christ is none other than Superintendent James C. Futch. Thank you for being here, Sister Williams. And our third participant is the Prayer Garden Church of God in Christ, and the coach, and she'll show her face and wave in a moment. That will be none other than Missionary Gwendolyn Keene, and also Sister Sheikah Robinson. And the pastor of the Prayer Garden Church of God in Christ is none other than Superintendent Alonzo Miller. So we are so glad to have all of our participants, all of our coaches, and our churches represented. And so this morning, we're going to introduce our participants for the spelling bee. Yay. And this is the order in which they will begin. That will be, and when we call your name, just wave your hand. Brian Robinson, Brian Robinson, raise your hand, thank you. Jakira Robinson, Nathan Parks, Robert Hood, wave at us, Robert, and Victor Peak. Awesome, these are our participants. This year we are only doing the 5th grade through 12th grade. And these are the participants for the 5th grade through the 6th grade, 5th and 6th grade competition. And later on, we will have our 9 through 12. But we're going to go ahead and get started reading of our rules for today. And because we're in a different type, we are virtually performing for you today, then we have a little bit of adjustments with some of our spellings, but I want to read the general rules and any adjustments that we need to make. The spell master, which is me, your moderator, shall pronounce each word clearly to the participants. The contestants or the participants will say the word, spell the word, and you can say it again, but you will not be disqualified if you don't do those. But what that does is get you, let you know that you said that you have the right word. It lets us know as well. And our judges are here to hear that. The contestants can ask the spell master to put the word in a sentence, give a definition, or to repeat the word. Some words may have more than one spelling or definition. So if you spell the word that I did not give, but it is the correct spelling, then it is counted to be accepted. When you start to spell the word and you realize that you may need to go back, you can only retrace what you've already said. You cannot change the way that you started it. If you change that or spell it incorrectly, then it is counted as incorrect. And once you have misspelled a word, then we just mute you for the remainder of the time. You will no longer be able to participate in this spelling bee. When we are down to the last two, then that's when we'll be able to, when we give a word, the last two will have an opportunity to spell that word. If one misses it, that same word goes to the next person. That next person spells it. If they spell it correctly, they will get one more word. And if they spell that word correctly, then that will be the winner for the spelling bee. Okay, so in other words, you have to spell two words correctly in a row to win when we're down to those last two. All right. And are there any questions from the judges or from the participants at this time? After this time, not judges, I'm sorry, from the coaches. Okay, so after this time, if there are no questions, the only persons who can either challenge or ask a question will be the coach. Okay. Now, of course, the judges will be there that if they have some concerns, then they'll make a notation. So what you'll have to do though, coach or judges, just kind of raise your hand because you will be on mute and I can unmute you from that point. All right, let's have a trial run. You all want to do a trial run? Yes, we do. All right, so we're going to, I'm muting everyone. I think I'm muting everyone. Hold on a moment. Let's put that back.
Practice. You can't hold it?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Mute all. Okay. All right, got everyone muted. Close that. Ooh. All right, hold on. All right, some things here. Okay, so we're gonna do a trial run and this is the order. Number 1, Brian Robinson. Number 2, Jakira Robinson. 3, Nathan Parks. 4, Robert Hood. And 5, Victor Peacock. Okay, that's the order. And once we've gone through that cycle, that's a round, and we're going to the next round. Okay, all right, so here we go. This word is Brian's. Abrupt. Abrupt. Unmute yourself and spell it.
Abrupt. A-B-R-U-P-T. Abrupt.
Correct. Next word, Jakira. Aspire.
Aspire. A-S-P-I-R-E.
You're going to have to speak up a little bit louder.
Aspire. A-S-P-I-R-E. Aspire.
All right, great. Missionary King, you may want to get them the mic. All right. Nathan, next word, addict. Addict.
Addict. A-D-D-I-C-T. Addict.
Correct. Robert, chorus.
Repeat it.
Chorus.
Say repeat it.
Repeat it.
Loud.
The word is chorus.
Use it in a sentence.
You use it in the sentence?
Sure. I sang in the chorus. Okay. All right. After 10 seconds, then we move on. Now we're in the trial, so that's okay. Next word, Victor, detach.
See, you see like that playing.
Detach. D-E-T.
I don't even study with that.
D-E-T-T-A-C-H.
Okay. That is, it's it. We're in the practice round. All right. So everyone understands now. You're going to have to be very loud and clear. Speak up loud and clear, and make sure that once you finish spelling your word, if you'll mute yourself back, that'll be fine. All right. All right. So we're ready to roll. Well, look at there. We have a visitor, none other than Superintendent James C. Fudge, our Ames coordinator, poking his head in. Hi, Superintendent Fudge. All right. We are getting ready to begin. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, we are now going to actually begin with our spelling bee. All right, also too, we have another visitor. One of ours that I told you these people may be poking their heads in, none other than Superintendent Alonzo Miller.
Hello.
Who is our vice chair. He's got to come and wave his hand. Okay, he'll come back through a little bit later. All right, so thank God for all of those being here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. There he is. Come on. All right, let me see. I'm not letting everybody in. You're not there. All right, great. I forgot to let some people in, but here we go. All righty. Everybody should be in. All right, Superintendent Williams. Thank God for Mother Christine Robinson from St. John, the youth coordinator there as well. Thank you for coming in. And Superintendent Miller should be coming in. All righty. Okay. All right. All right. So we're ready to begin. Finally ready to begin once again. All right. So we know our order. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is our 5th grade and our 6th grade spellers. And we're beginning with Brian Robinson. And the word is feeble. You're going to need to unmute, Brian.
Feeble. F-E-E-B-L-E.
Correct. Okay. Jakira, your word is frigid.
Frigid.
Wow.
Frigid. F-R-I-G-I-D. Frigid.
Correct. Nathan, gigantic.
Gigantic. Gigantic. Gigantic. Gigantic. I think.
Correct. Robert, gorge.
Gorge. G-O-R-G-E.
Say it again a little bit louder. Did you all hear him, judges? You heard? Okay. All right.
G-O-R-G-E.
All right. Good. As long as the judges can hear. Judges, if you'll do that, that'll be great. Victor, guardian.
Guardian. I think that's what.
Correct. Okay. That's round 1.
Sorry, excuse me,
Yes.
the one that spelled gorge, I guess they couldn't hear me. I thought they missed a letter. Any other judges, did you think that? I can't hear you, you need to unmute.
I thought I heard all of the letters.
Okay, well, we'll go.
He didn't miss me.
Okay.
Okay.
Brian, hazy.
That's what he got.
Hazy. H-A-Z-Y. Hazy.
Jakira, hardy.
Party. H-E-A-R-T-Y. Hardy.
Nathan, homonym.
Homonym.
Correct. Robert, identical.
R-D-E-N-T-I-C-A-L.
All right. Victor, illuminate.
Illuminate. I-L-L-U-M-I-N-A-T-E. Illuminate.
Brian, immense.
Immense. I-M-M-E-N-S-E. Immense.
Jakira, impressive.
Impressive. Impressive. I-M-M-E. 'Pressive. 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 'Pressive RESSIVE.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. All right, so Jakira, if you'll just kind of move over to the side, okay, all right. Okay, all right, Nathan, independent.
Independent. INDEPENDENT.
I'm sorry, that
I
is
got it.
incorrect.
I forgot the E.
All right, who was that? Okay, Robert,
Yes, ma'am.
that's who I'm on, right, Robert? Okay. Industrious.
Wait, repeat it again.
Okay, industrious.
Say it in sentence.
Okay, his business was very industrious.
INDUST. RIOUS.
Judges. Judges. Is correct?
What you say, Shacklin? I thought he spelt it.
I did too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Victor. Intense.
Intense. INTENSE.
All right. Brian. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that the order for the coaches, it is straight row up and down. Okay. All right. And we are on Brian, and we are on round 3. Intercept.
Intercept. INTERCEPT. Intercept.
All right. Robert.
Mhm.
Jubilation.
Speak it again.
Jubilation.
Use in the sentence.
Sure. My jubilation was more than I could take.
Give me a second. JUPATRON.
That's incorrect. Thank you. Okay. All right. Victor. Justification.
Justification. JUSTIFICATION.
All right. Is that correct, ladies? I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Brian, and now we are starting over, and we're actually in our winning round. All right. So Brian, kinsman.
Kinsman. KENSMEN. Kinsman.
That is incorrect. That hold right there. Victor, kinsman.
Kinsman. KINSMEN.
That's correct. Your next word, locality.
Locality. LOCA. LITY.
That is correct. Come on, everybody. Let's give him a round of applause for being the winner. Our first place winner.
Yay! Woo!
All right, so I need to see Robert back on the screen, and I need to see Brian. I need to see those faces back. So our first place or our champion is Victor Peacock from the Gordon Church of God in Christ. Give him a hand. Awesome job. Our
Good
second place winner is Brian Robinson out of St. John Church of God in Christ. Brian, see there, you got up. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
And in third place is Robert Hood out of the Prayer God Church of God in Christ. Yay. Thank you to all of our participants this morning. Awesome job. Awesome job. We know that we're coming straight out of school and that this was a challenge for you all, but I thank you for rising to the occasion of the challenge. You did a wonderful job. I really do appreciate it. And we want to let you all who are going to be a part of the Bible Bowl, make sure that you get a chance to study tonight even the more. We will have our competition at 11 a.m. in the morning, and that is going to be the Gordon Church of God in Christ, whose pastor is Superintendent Moses Ray, and the coach is District Missionary Catherine Ray and Sister Angelette Aqua. And the Prayer Garden Church of God in Christ Bible Bowl team, which is the Superintendent Alonzo Miller is the pastor, and missionary Gwendolyn King and aspiring missionary Sheikah Robinson will be your coaches. So we look forward to that in the morning. Awesome job. Thank you, coaches. Thank you, judges. Thank you, participants. We wouldn't have made it without you all. And if we don't have any questions, then we're going to go ahead and close out for today. All right. See you all in the morning.